So the whole Nick30 and Archh situation is coming to an end now. Nick30 finally made a final response to it where he responded calmly, shut down everything, and, you know, made a solid video, I would say, in response. Because his first original one, he's kind of crashing out. I could tell he's a bit mad, and I understand when someone's talking bad on your name, you don't take that lightly. But let's look at this response.
So you guys might have seen the drama recently. There's a video made by this creator where he slanders my name and calls me a scammer and liar. There has been a lot of misinformation and overall just blatant lies. This one individual has made 2 videos already. Then there's a ton of other YouTubers. So I have to clear everything up. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. So first things first, when I reacted to his video originally, you might notice his title of the video was Nick30 scams his viewers. And if we look at what the video is called now, it's Nick30 scammed me.
Now I think then, you know, the title change is a bit of a telling thing, but at the same time, I think that it should have just been, you know, he scammed me from the start, and I think it still would have gotten views, still would have done well, and then the whole situation wouldn't have been blown out of proportion as much, and I don't think Nick30 gets as mad at it, you know, initially.
He's clearly using my name to create a false narrative to gain views and propel his channel forward.
You're probably wondering what happened. Well, I found out he exploits his viewers for money.
This is a wild claim with absolutely zero proof.
On the 27th of December 2024, I donated $4. I donated asking for him to give me a Fortnite challenge for a video I'm making.
At no point whatsoever did Archh reach out via Twitter, email, any social media platform, or through another donation saying that he would like a refund, because everyone knows I would refund that donation within a heartbeat. I know it's not about the money. Otherwise, you would have asked for a refund, you take down the videos, but I know you're not going to. And I'm not one to censor anything. Everyone is more than allowed to have their opinion, make videos on me, form opinions. I will never DMCA strike, copyright claim them, or anything like that. People want to get upset at me for censoring certain words in my YouTube comments and in my streams. And that's because, like, hey, I got to focus on the positive. I want to spread good vibes. I don't want to focus on the negative 24/7. Yeah, there are moments where I might not be 100% positive, but I try my absolute best. And I've learned throughout the years, the more you're positive, the more that flourishes your positive community. And the moment you start addressing hate and negativity, which I have to do now, which I absolutely despise, that's when there's even more negativity and more hate and more drama.
W Nick for, you know, what he's saying and how he doesn't copyright anyone. Again, I think it was just his emotions getting the better of him at the start, and he just kind of lashed out a little bit, which caused the, you know, little ruckus between him and Archh, and them, you know, I guess beefing a little bit. But, you know, it's just a funny little situation where, you know, kid was trying to, you know, probably get a little bit of clout from it. I don't doubt that, and swinging it slightly. But again, if, you know, Nick30 doesn't respond the way he does, maybe he responds in the way he does right now, this is probably a totally different situation. Archh doesn't make his video slamming back on Nick30, and they don't, you know, kind of beef here. If he makes this video initially, I think that they probably reconcile, and everything's probably better, and we're all positive, shooting rainbows at our butts.
I donated asking for him to give me a Fortnite challenge for a video I'm making.
If you have an idea, I would more than likely be happy to say it. I don't have any ideas off the top of my head. If I had ideas, I'd be recording it.
This is just weird because, like, he could just say any challenge.
I've streamed Fortnite for 7 years, and people have asked me for challenges every single stream. I'm out of ideas, bro. And I could sound like a broken record and say one chest challenge, one chest challenge, one chest challenge. But, like, at the end of the day, how many videos are people going to watch where Nick30 gives me a challenge and it's the one chest challenge? Like, how boring would that be? So I try to be a little more reserved so people can't just use my name and say Nick30 gave me a challenge, and it's the same thing over and over again. When you see a Nick30 video, I want it to be special. I want it to be unique. And that's the same way I treat my content on my channel. So my overall mindset on this kind of stuff, it never changes. Like, you got to put in the work, you got to put in the time.
Now this part, you know, I do agree on, like, I do understand the way his thought process is, right? He doesn't want to be a broken record or be seen as whatever, where he's the guy that just gives out one chest challenges or, you know, whatever, this or that, and he wants to be, you know, regarded as well. And even if he's in other people's videos or stuff, he still wants to be represented well, right? Which I do understand, but then at the same time, the way the situation happened, again, he was giving him challenges. He could have said it. I know it's, again, there's two sides of the stories, and I think in this particular part of the story, neither side is really in the right or in the wrong.
Also would like to specify, I did actually give him 2 challenges. I said, could you maybe give me the 1 chest only challenge or the shotgun only challenge? He then proceeded to just flat out ignore my donation.
I want to show you guys the stats of the stream real quick, because I think a lot of people often forget when I'm streaming, I have to be focusing on the game, the chat, the donations, the alerts, the subs, every single thing on all 4 platforms that I'm streaming on. So let me show you guys the stats. This is my main YouTube channel. I had 5,000 average viewers, 14,000 chat messages. On YouTube Shorts, there was an average of 1,700 people watching at one given time. And the same goes for Twitch. And on TikTok, let's say around 3,000 average concurrent viewers. My point being, whether it's a chat message or donation, I might miss it sometimes. People know this, and at the end of the stream, typically I go through my full list and get caught up on everything.
Now I understand this. I think it's just a big old, slop of miscommunication and, the two not, kind of seeing eye to eye. I think, he probably read the initial one, right? And then didn't really think about it. Like you said, lots of people on stream, so you probably don't think about it. And then since he read the first one, he probably thought he just responded. And then this caused him to be very frustrated, keep seeing this guy continuously ask for the challenge and continuously say, when he in his mind probably thought, oh, this guy already talk to this guy, versus the other guy on the other side. He didn't talk to me. I'm just trying to get my challenge. So yeah, it's just big miscommunication, and I think that just blew it even worse out of proportion. And then Nick A30's emotions probably got a little bit better than him, and then just made him seem that way when it probably wasn't that way. Again, just these two people didn't know how to talk. You're on a stream, it's very awkward. So yeah,
donated another $2, saying simply, I think he might have missed my dono, and I specified which 2 challenges I would like him to give me.
One thing I actually noticed when watching this back is the donation messages he's making and typing out in the video itself, they're not what he actually said when he donated. I logged on to my Streamlabs and I'm able to see the exact donation messages. His second donation was, bro, it can be any challenge, just anything off the top of your head, even if it's been done before, thanks. I mentioned some in the last dono, like 1 chest or shotgun only, lol. Appreciate your content, man. Not trying to spam, just sending you money, LeMayo. Brother, you asked me to tell you what I would like you to say, and then you don't read the message?
As soon as I sent the next donation, I realized he had banned me from donating, which is really strange, man.
If I wanted more money from you, I would keep you unbanned.
And this guy does have a history of banning his fans who pay money to be in his customs.
This is not true, because for 100-player customs, you can have the trusted role or you can be a sub to join. So one is paid, one is unpaid. At one point I did make it so everyone can join the customs, whether you're a sub or not, whether you have the trusted role or not. But as you guys know, and you guys have seen clips, people grief my customs and it's just impossible to get anything done. So obviously we have to limit it to a smaller group.
It's just an awkward situation, right? Because I don't think he initially made this to be the video. Like you said, he was trying to get streamers to say whatever challenges for him. So he's probably just kept sending money, trying to eventually get it, where, it could be a little haha funny in the video that he's going to make. Oh, I spent $15 on Nick A30 and he finally answered. Haha, funny joke. Woohoo, wee, we're all shitting our pants laughing. But then, when it didn't turn into that, he kind of changed the narrative and made it into the video that he eventually made it into. So I can understand Nick A30's. It's just a very awkward situation.
Nick was just trying to squeeze as many little $2 donations out of me.
If you felt that I was trying to get more and more donations, why did you keep on donating? Why not just stop it right there, move on to another streamer, ask for a refund, and then be done with it? And as you see now, with 2 videos on your channel, you clearly were looking for drama and you were looking to profit off my name. And if you think I'd be willing to risk my career and risk my name and brand over I'm just going to be generous here and say a $15 donation in total, I mean, come on, bro. Like, you don't got to purposely mislead everybody just to get a video out there and build up your subscribers.
This part's hilarious, and it definitely is true, right? Like, Nick's not wasting his career for $15, right? It definitely, again, goes back to what I've been saying and just preaching and nailing into your guys' head. Misinformation, why do I keep saying misinformation? Miscommunication and a situation that was blown out of proportion. Now, this is kind of 50-50 as well. Again, this whole thing is just miscommunication where it's 2 sides to the story, where I don't necessarily think he was 100% just trying to clout chase and use his name. But at the same time, it probably did help where it's like, oh, it doesn't hurt to use his name for clout, right? So it's kind of just a weird situation in general. I don't necessarily think he was looking for drama. Again, at the start, it definitely wasn't. But, when the video ended up coming out, it was kind of as asking for drama, and then, the response is definitely asking for drama, or, at least unintentionally adding, fuel to the fire. It's like throwing something into the fire without realizing that it makes the fire burn more when you're trying to stop it, right? Again, he probably didn't mean to, but it just makes it look even worse. And, I understand him trying to defend himself and trying to say this and that, right? But, at the end of the day, it kind of just fuels the fire, right?
They got banned from the chat for simply just asking a question.
I haven't banned a single person who mentioned the drama. I've timed out people. I've removed donations. Funny enough, in my Discord in the mod channel, I specifically said I do not want to ban anyone. If anyone brings up the drama, just time them out for 24 hours and then we move on.
I don't know why he was acting like a man-child about this. I mean, this man is 29 years old and is having some sort of tantrum because I donated to him.
I genuinely just wish there was a lot more positivity out there, and the clips that would get views would be the ones where I'm actually responding positively and giving people challenges, being nice and shout outs and thank yous, but nobody cares about that. All I ask is that you just understand there's always two sides to every story. I'm not going to make any more videos covering this. I want to just focus on the positive, because again, you focus on the positive, it tends to create a more positive community. This kind of stuff does not make me feel good. It's just not very fun, and it just makes you not excited to stream. It doesn't make you excited to make videos, and everything's just negative, 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 and you don't see any positive. Not fun. So genuinely, I mean this. There's no ill will towards anybody. Archh, I wish you all the best. I appreciate all the support, guys. And so all I ask is we keep it positive, guys. We move on from this and keep on spreading good vibes, never back down, never give up, and have an amazing rest of your day, guys.
Yeah, so I guess right here again, just one person sees it as banning, the other person is confessing that it not necessarily is banning, it's timing out, but, he's still timing out people for talking about a certain thing. So, you can interpret that the way you want, but, it definitely is somewhat of a censorship, I guess. But I understand why he's doing that censorship. I like the way Nick A ended that, being all positive and all that stuff, right? That's what we need. Everything's so negative, and, unfortunately, negativity does get views, which is probably why Archh made the video. People see negative stuff and they want to click it and they want to see whatever. So, I don't necessarily blame him for that, although, you can see the malintent in it. But, at the end of the day, it's just something that someone kind of blew out of proportion, and then it just spiraled out into something that shouldn't have been this big. But yeah, that's kind of been this situation. It's just been something very stupid, like most situations, just stupid and not even really big. But I need to make videos, I need to stay consistent, so I'm getting my videos out for you guys. Look at my last video, things were leaving in 2024. You don't want to miss that. You should go check that one out. But yeah, it's been Chief Costa. You should subscribe, and peace.